What's happening, y'all? It's the Star in Charge, Star Life E, and we back at it with another edition of Certified Star. We figure out what makes these niggas stars for real. Now today, I got a very special guest with me, RRE Stewy. What's up with gang?
Back then I knew then I had my mom made. Used to eat them leftovers that my mom made. Let me tell you how we did it back in my days. Oh, we gotta hit them all, nigga, it's Friday.
How you doing today, bro?
I'm doing fine.
Okay, so here at Star Quality, when we begin our interviews, we want you to take us back to the trap, nigga. Take me to where you originally grown up from.
San Francisco, California.
SF, the city.
For sure, Lee Hunters Point. 99 Bayview Street. And then when I turned 11, 12, I moved to Richmond. Hilltop to be exact.
Okay, so how was it growing up in the city?
Regular? Shit was regular. I ain't gonna lie, me personally, like I ain't even get into nothing until I moved out the city. Like the worst thing I did in San Francisco was steal some candy from the corner store. You know what I mean? We used to steal chips and shit from the corner store.
Nothing too hot for
like little kid shit.
Yeah,
you know, yeah. Kid.
And then you said you moved over to Richmond?
The East Bay, yeah.
Richmond, so what was that transition like, that move for real?
It was cool, it was different. It for sure was different, like, nigga I had to fight hella niggas and shit just cause I was, you feel me, the new nigga in the school. And then I was coming from a whole different city.
So you like knew nobody, so you was like completely the new kid for real?
Nigga, I didn't know nobody, swear to God. My first day moving out there, the first nigga I met, he in jail right now, free my nigga. But he came knocking on the door. We didn't even have all our shit moved in the house yet. And he banging on the door, asking my dad, can we come outside and play and shit. I didn't know nobody though, bro. Our whole life restarted.
Damn, so how old was you at this time? 11. You said you was 11 years old, so you was like going to like, you was in like what, middle school?
Yeah, so it was tricky though, cause in the city, some middle school start at 6th grade, feel me? So when we moved out there, Richmond schools, the middle school didn't start till 7th grade.
So
I wanted to go to middle school though. I didn't want to stay in no elementary in 6th grade, feel me?
Yeah.
So I told my mama, let me still go to school in the city. So I went to school out there for 1 more year. You're just commuting, and then I switched the next year.
You switched the next year?
Yeah, because I wasn't trying to go back to elementary. I already had a graduation and all that.
Oh, so you wasn't trying to do all that shit all over again?
Yeah,
that's hella
I wasn't gonna do it.
This nigga said, I refuse.
Yeah, I was gonna graduate from elementary twice, bro.
Oh yeah, that's hella weird. That's hella weird. So how was middle school growing up? Was you doing anything in school, like any sports or anything?
Yeah, hooping.
You was hooping? You started that in middle school?
Yeah, yep. I went to Crespi. Shout out Coach George, Fingerless George. Everybody know Fingerless George. I went to Crespi to play basketball, and it led on to high school, 9th grade and shit.
Right.
And then that nigga fell off 10th grade.
You fell off. What position was you playing?
Shooting guard.
You was shooting guard. Oh, so you had the jumper.
Stupid jumper. I still got it. You know when you got a good jumper, you
can't lose it. Like you just feel that shit. You just gotta warm that shit up a little bit.
I swear to God. I swear, bro. Stupid jumper. I was sweet. For real.
So you was the type of nigga they was like, just pass it and just shoot. They was like, just shoot it.
Catch and shoot. Don't even dribble.
Don't even dribble. Don't even.
That motherfucker pull up.
Close your eyes, nigga.
I swear to God.
Shit was going in
shooting over niggas' heads.
Oh damn.
Yeah, dude.
Was you tall like back in the day too?
Nah, that's the funny part. So when I first started playing basketball, I was a point guard because I was short in middle school. But then once I got to high school, I started stretching out a little bit. I don't know how I started growing. My weird ass nigga, I'm drinking milk every day. I'm about to drink milk every day till I get as tall as these niggas, cause I was always short.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah.
Nigga finally I started getting some height. Woo! It was over. Nigga, I thought I was Carmelo. I thought I was Carmelo.
I'm fucking weak, nigga. So what do you think made you fall off in 10th grade?
Nigga, just regular shit, bitches, dice games, cutting class.
So you was just fucking around?
Fucked off my whole GPA, bro.
Did you think, but was you trying to do basketball for real? Like
hell yeah. Like I really wanted to go to the NBA, my nigga. Like my dad hella cool and shit. He used to be like, you know, once I got in high school, he used to try to do a little certain shit with me, like he wanted to smoke and shit like that. And I used to be like, hell no, I'm playing basketball.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna lie, once I lost my GPA, and I begged the coach to let me stay on the team, and that nigga didn't let me. It was over. I was like, all right, fuck it.
You was like, fuck that.
Back to the dice game, I go. For real.
Nigga said, if I can't hoop, I'ma at least make some money out here.
Yeah. shortly.
That's what's up. So, was you doing like any music and shit when you was in school at the time?
No, I wasn't doing no music. Like I always used to play around with my family and shit. We used to like write little verses and songs, but no, I didn't do no music until right after I graduated. When I got out of high school and I turned 18, I started doing music.
Okay, so like what initially got you into the music for real?
Just fucking with my niggas and shit. My niggas from the village, they was rapping and shit, and they was like, you feel me? You can rap. I'm like, yeah, I can rap. Fucking rap. We rapped for them one time. They're like, oh yeah, we about to start rapping. Feel me? My niggas put a studio together. Feel me? That's one thing about my nigga. Shout out Dip. He really put his own money in behind shit. Bought it for all of us to come record. Like, come over and record, nigga, for free.
Right.
Feel me? And that's what made me, like, I recorded something on the mic and hurt myself. Nigga, it was over. I like what I was saying.
Was you nervous? Was you the nigga like first going into the booth? Like, was you nervous just for like everyone to hear your voice and for you to hear your voice back, or do you feel like you was ready?
Nope, I wasn't nervous. I was ready. I barely be nervous, bro. For real, like seriously. That's one thing about me. My nerves be cool. If I get nervous, nigga, something wrong, nigga. I'm about to get the tripping.
Yeah. So
I don't like being like uncomfortable and nervous and stuff.
What artists you think you was listening to like growing up that kind of, you could say, like influenced the way that you sound right now?
11-5, because when I was a child, I used to listen to 11-5, RBL Posse, feel me, Hitman and all the Frisco niggas, feel me, Cool Nut. My uncle used to rap with Cool Nut and them, so I used to hear that shit or whatever. Yeah. And then when I moved to Richmond, I'm still a child though, 11, 12, that's when them niggas was playing hella Mac Dre and shit. They was listening to Mac Dre, like, you don't know about Mac Dre? I'm like, nah, I don't know about Mac Dre. So that's when I started listening to Dre. And then, you already know the whole hyphy movement. Right. Mr. Fab and all that shit came, and when Hustler and all them niggas was doing all that music and shit, I was on that too. So basically, all that shit play a part with me. And then it's other niggas too, like Young Jeezy and niggas that's not from California. That play a part too. It ain't none of these new niggas. Right. Like nobody from Detroit, nobody from Atlanta, nobody from Louisiana, no disrespect. But yeah, that's not who, feel me, I grew up on or what made a nigga wanna rap. Okay. So, yeah. No, you can continue. You guys on? Yeah, that's it. Okay, shit. So, what was like one of your first songs that you had dropped where you felt like, damn, niggas is really fucking with me, I could really take this shit serious? And can you pass the wood, niggas? Miracles. I didn't know you smoked, my bad, I'm just like, smoke getting blown, didn't even offer a nigga, like. I swear, and it's probably an eighth in there too. This motherfucker heavy. That motherfucker clocking. I had to, nigga, I had to. On everything, I respect it. But yeah, my first Miracles, okay. That's the first song let's get into it. Let's get into that. All right, yeah, all right. Maybe I should rap. What was like that song about? Nothing. Nigga, that shit was not about nothing. My sister, this how that happened. My sister already had recorded a few songs, and my sister was like, she like, hey, I should start making beats. I want to make a beat for you. So I was like, all right, yeah, try, make a beat. Right. And then that's the first beat she fucking sent me, bro. If I'm not mistaken, it might have been the second one. Damn, you hopped on her first beat? It might have been the second one. Her shit must have been, was it slapping? That shit was hard. Ooh. I think that's really what made the song, the beat. Feel me? But everybody else be like, nah, you was snapping, like, nigga, every line you was going crazy. But it was the beat to me, because that's what made me, nigga, I'm on my own. She picked me up for the studio, because my sister, she hella like, I don't want to say controlling and shit, but like, she want shit to like be her way. Yeah. She started thinking it's her song. So you feel me? She picked me up to go to the studio and record it. I jump in the car, she like, let me hear the song right now. I'm like, I tell her like, I ain't even gonna lie to you, that shit is not done. I only had like probably 16 bars. Damn. God, is she thinking your shit damn near done? Like you ready to record? Yeah. Cause I told her the night before, she was like, your shit ready, right? I'm like, yeah, you know it is. I was jawsing. Like, nigga, I got 16 bars. So I get in the car, and when I told her that, she like, for real? I'm like, turn on the beat. It's gonna be done by the time I get to the studio. And it was. I finished that shit hella fast. Knocked that motherfucker out for real. Damn, yeah, I really did. That shit crazy, nigga. Like, for a nigga to really just be in the car, listen to that shit, like, oh, and then it's like, nigga, you're under pressure at this point too, cause right. It seemed like everybody was telling me, like, it seemed like nigga, you took a couple days to write that song. Little do you know, nigga. I just threw that motherfucker together. I was talking about shit that was on my mind, really.